Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Fresh from the Trollbox. This is edition number 10. We turned 10 already. Hey, Stefan, how are you? How was your week?
Hi, Uzi. Hey, yeah, well, I'm fine. Although I have to say, trading wise, not so much going on this week, right? I mean, if we just jump into it,
Yeah,
main
boring, right?
coins trading within the boundaries, right? I mean, up, down, Bitcoin trading within the boundaries, even on altcoins, not a lot happened. So for me, again, quite boring from this perspective, just like trading in and out, in and out, in and out for all the movements, right? So nice on BitMEX, easy with some BMAX stake, even with maker rebates and good discounts here. So I like it, but unfortunately for this Friday, no much news from the markets as such.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, for those of you who'd like to read up, we clearly see continuation patterns. We've published a little blog post this week. It's a very stable, easy trading environment for scalpers, etc. But yeah, we look forward to more exciting news. And last night, I guess the most exciting thing was Michael has bought again. What's your perspective there, Stefan?
Well, love it, especially for the news. If not just that someone buys Bitcoin, we all buy and accumulate Bitcoin, I guess most of us. At the same time, having that big corporate event and actually fundraising for it is a big thing, right? And if you look at the stock price, it reacted immediately and it was seen as a positive signal. So I guess all of us are really on the right track here. What I want to divert the look to basically is not so much who buys, and this goes in the direction of the spot ETFs as well. But if you look at hash rate for Bitcoin, it went up quite significantly over the, let's say, last weeks and months. And this for me is an interesting thing. It's an indication, I mean, leaving all the technicalities outside, but that more people getting into validating and mining. Which could be just a trend that individuals like you and me go into it and try to earn a little bit extra. But it might be even an indication that you see more institutional players secretly building up computing power here. So I thought, okay, if I would be a TradFi guy and I want to get into Bitcoin, I could buy outright on some of the exchanges, but maybe you don't want to. What do? I mean, just reserve like 10% of your data center to Bitcoin mining and generate some really virgin coins. I mean, basically with the current price level of Bitcoin, one of the easiest things to do. And everyone who has additional computing power can just redirect. And then you redirect later on as well. And if you have already, if you don't build up your computing power just for Bitcoin, but for other stuff as well, you easily can use it. So that was what was going on in my head. I don't actually have any data to support this, but this was something I went in this week when I thought about ETF, how it's going, how it will increase demand, where do the coins come from, and then looking at the hash rate in particular, it was like, wow, there could be something going on. Let's see how this goes.
That's actually, I mean, it is a good point, right? Hash rate is or has been at an all-time high very recently, dipped slightly 2 weeks ago, but really mildly. And yeah, we see new wallets being created continuously over time. I mean, Bitcoin adoption is growing, and it's not just that people trade and the prices go up, but it's the adoption of the network. It's the use of the network that is really growing, right? And your point there is, well, institutions won't miss out on it, even financial institutions, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, makes sense, I guess. A question then, I guess, in terms of do you see any institution maybe leading the charge here? Should we expect that Elon comes out and says the Tesla power charger now can mine Bitcoin, or do you see big banks going into it first? What's your best guess?
I mean, there are two hearts in my chest. I believe that if you look, for example, at MicroStrategy, that the adoption really for usage will come not out of TradFi, but out of, let's say, commerce, industrial players or so. So this is why you see Tesla, MicroStrategy, others, right? But for who has got the computing power to do so, I expect that, for example, AWS or Amazon, they won't do it themselves. But there are a lot of big institutions, which is more TradFi, who have so much computing power where, as I said, if they just divert like 10% out of that, they would have a huge mining pool, right? I don't think they will do it right now, or they're in that massively, but it's something you see in the hash rate, and someone needs to do it. I mean, it's not just the established mining pools that driving hash rates up, from my point of view.
Yep, interesting. All right. Yeah, I mean, maybe the big energy companies of the future will be the ones that have the largest mining pools. Yeah.
But I wanted to come back to one thing we said earlier, right? I mean, quite a week without any market movements or big market movements, but it's the right time to go into education, freshen up a little bit what you know about technical analysis. And I wanted to basically not point you, I mean, you do it, but to come back to the educational stuff on chart trading, technical analysis, and bot trading, where we had the AMAs and the educational sessions. Good time to spend time with that to be ready for the next one, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this is your last month before the bull month or the next bull run year starts. So we will link in the comments below the blogs that we've created for anybody who would like to read up on chart trading, candlestick interpretation, etc. And also, we're hosting another webinar next Friday, sorry, together with our partners from Profit View about algo trading. So lots more to come. And yeah, we'll link everything down below for you to read up on. Thanks very much, Stephan. Have a great weekend.
We missed on one thing. What shall we do next week?
Next week, actually, let's roll the dice.
100
eggs.
Yeah, okay, so
100 eggs.
go long or
the
short,
100 eggs.
That's fine. Yeah, good thing. But no investment advice, guys.
No investment advice, but the dice says 100 eggs. Have a great weekend, Stephan.
A great weekend. Bye.
See you soon.